How's it going, guys? My name is Fukaski. Did I clip? I'm going to be answering questions that people ask about fursuits and furries on Quora. What is Quora, you may ask? Quora is a place where you can ask any question that you would like on the internet, and it will be answered by the most logical sources on the internet. I'm joking, of course. Okay, Quora is like Reddit. You answer a question that people have, and the more well-received your answer, the more upvotes it gets. It doesn't matter if it's wrong or right, it's just whether it appeals to an audience the most. So let's go explore the wonderful world of Quora and answer questions that people have about fursuits, or furries, or anything in general. What does the beautiful world of Quora have to offer me today? Topic, fursuit. Yes, let's go. How can you make a fursuit? Take some fur, take some super glue, slap it together, fursuit. That's how I was made. How do fursuits work? Where's my zipper? Wait. A zipper. You put on a head, you put on paws, you put on a bodysuit, and now you're an animal, okay? I'm 13. Is that a good age to start fursuiting? You can fursuit at any age that you want, okay? But you'd probably want to have a lot of money, because once you grow out of your fursuit, you're gonna have to get another one. However, your body will grow, whereas your head might stay the same. I don't know, do heads grow? I'm just gonna say that heads don't grow significantly more than the body does. So therefore, you can at least get a head, and then you can just keep switching out the bodysuits. Or you can just partial the whole time. So yes, technically, you can fursuit at 13. If you could become a real furry, would you? If so, what type? No. Why would I want to shed all over the place and be able to pee wherever I want? And plus, the local parks that I live by don't even allow dogs. Do you realize how underprivileged us dogs are? And don't even get me started on cats and other animals. I stand for dog rights. Once we get the rights that we need, then I might become a real furry. But until then, you must be out of your mind. I'm kidding. Obviously, I'd be a werewolf husky. What kind of a question is that? How can I get a fursuit cheaply and possibly custom made, seeing that I am too young to get a job and have no idea how to make one? Parents! Hey parents, I know you're watching. Your kid, who might be a furry, would really appreciate it if you bought them a fursuit. They're only $5,000. I'm kidding. Smaller fursuit makers make fursuits for much less amounts. So, if you want to give your kid, you know, a nice Christmas present, or a birthday present, or like a little nice present before they come to a furry convention, you know what to get them now. You would honestly make their lives if you got them a fursuit, okay? I'm not trying to convince anyone. I'm just saying a fursuit is one of the best things that you can get in life. So for those kids who don't have jobs, just ask your parents. Obviously. Another option is you could just make one yourself. That's fun. Are there any fursuit makers under $200? Most likely not. Do you realize how much work is put into a fursuit? Okay, it needs to be worth more than $200 just based on the countless hours of work people put into making the fursuits. But hey, if you can make a fursuit in under $200 and like give that away and sell it, then good on you. You are gonna make an amazing business because you're gonna have everybody flocking to your doors. I'm also going back on a lot of what I said. Yes, there are most likely fursuit makers that can make fursuits less than $200, but my honest opinion is it's going to be very difficult to find those kind of people. That's all. What are the types of fursuits? Well, if you really want to get into it, we have full suits, partials, digitigrades, Quoto gems, Dutch angel dragons, and all the species that you can think of. We even have mammoths. Honey, if you can think it, there's probably a fursuit of it. What should I do when I get a fursuit? Oh, honey. Let me just tell you. First, you gotta take a couple pictures of you laying on the bed doing the thing, because all fursuit people have done that, okay? That's just the trademark of having a fursuit. The second thing you should do is you should obviously go to Omegle and scare some people online. And the last thing that you should do is you should go into a store and ask if they are dog friendly. And once they say yes, you walk into the store in your fursuit and order a puppuccino. That's just a couple things that you could do when you get a fursuit, that's all. Might not be the best idea, but why would anyone turn to me for advice? I'm just a husky on the internet. At what age is it appropriate to have a fursuit? 24. How do furries withstand the heat inside their fursuits? We don't. I'm kidding. You can have fans, like built into your muzzle, so it could like always be shooting air. That's a little too fancy for me, I can't. There's no way. You could have like an ice pack that you could wear, Those are pretty cool. I don't have those either. Or you could just suffer through the pain like the rest of us. I feel like fursuiting for me, once I first fursuit, I'm all excited, and then the next 20 minutes I'm like burning up and I'm sweating. But then the next, 2 or 3 hours of fursuiting, it's fun because you don't think about it anymore. And you're just used to being hot. Like, it doesn't come as a shock to your body that your temperature is really high because your body's temperature is already up there. I don't know. All I can say is when you're fursuiting, it's worth it. It's worth a little heat, it's worth a little sweat just to see the smile on people's faces. What would be your reaction if I showed up to your store in fursuit? I'd be like, whoa, buddy, listen. I don't know if you got the memo, but conventions have been canceled for the first half of the year of 2021. But if you're here for cuddles, then I guess we could do that. Can you make fursuits of trademarked characters if you're not selling it? No. I feel like it's kind of complicated, but I don't think that you can. I mean, I know that I'm a professional in fursuiting, and I would know everything about it, but that just seems like something dangerous. If I were to just make a Nick Wilde. Well, you know what? Maybe it's fine. After having the foam base for a fursuit head, what place should I get the fur from? Joanne Fabrics, obviously. Excuse me. Dude, how many people are gonna ask if 13 is a good age to start for it? What? 1, 2, 3? How many oh my gosh. What is wrong with furries? Seriously, why are they like that? I don't see anything wrong with me, honey. I'm just doing my thing, being a cute husky. And if you got a problem with that, then fight me, okay? Let's go. What are some good gay furry comics that can be found on e621? These are the kind of questions that I've been looking for. Okay, the best gay furry comics that you can find on e621 are
It's time to stop!
And those are the best comics that you can find on e621. You're welcome. Are werewolf romance books considered a furry thing? I'm sorry to say this, but yes they are. You are officially a furry. Congratulations. What would you do if you were accused of being a furry? Am I a furry if I like normal animals? Sure. It's just funny how people label furries as black and white, right? If you like animals, then you're a furry, right? If you played Ratchet & Clank as a kid, then you're a furry. You need to calm down. You can't always be putting people in boxes like that. Maybe one day somebody likes to be considered as a furry, but then another day they don't. I just don't see it as black and white. That's all. And I don't think that, where you land on the spectrum of liking furries should always be the same throughout your entire life. I think frankly it's just easier and easier to like furry culture because furries are just everywhere. They're in Disney movies, they're in games, they're in commercials, and even things that you wouldn't even think are furry related are furry related. Furries run the world. There are really smart furries out there that are software developers. Some of the applications on your iPhone are even made by furries. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just sometimes forget how the internet culture is about furries in general and how people look at furries and they're like, oh, you're under me because you're not a normal person. I don't know, fuck. What are some safe for work furry comics? Oh, that's a good one. House Pets. I know that one's a good one. But if you want a good answer to that question, you should visit Foofy's channel because he does a lot of really good safe for work comic reading and his voice is really cute. So if you want to hear a cute blue dog read some comics to you, go ahead and visit Foofy's channel. I'm not the only blue dog out there. Spoiler. Okay, I think I answered a lot of questions. You're welcome. I hope this information proves useful to you so that, when you're at a coffee shop and you're trying to impress that one girl that you're trying to pick up, you can be like, hey.
Did you know that furries are pretty normal and I like them? Let's date.
She'll immediately be attached to you. That's the best pickup line. Hey, I'm a furry. What you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Thanks for tuning into the video. If you liked it, leave a little thumbs up. If you want to see more stuff that I do in the future, hit subscribe. A lot of perks on Patreon too. I post bloopers and extra scenes and all that fun stuff. So be sure to support me on there as well. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you on Monday. Bye-bye.